Hey everybody, happy Tuesday. It's Jamin with Keene Point of View, the best intersection of gay issues, politics, and Christianity ever. Today is all about gay news today, and political and gay news. Sad news out of Africa. Uganda's parliament already passed their Kill the Gays bill, which allows people to accuse gay people of being gay and constituted the death penalty for those convicted of having sex with minors or passing HIV to others. This has been reduced now to life imprisonment, but still, why have the law at all? The law also imprisons those who perform same-sex marriages and convicts those who fail to report homosexual behavior. Some bits about Africa and this gay thing. Gambia's president has already said that gays should be decapitated. Now, he's retracted his statement a little bit, but still doesn't like gay people. Zimbabwe's butcher president, Robert Mugabe, has called gay people worse than dogs and pigs and said that gays should rot in jail, not just serve the current 3-month sentence. He also said that homosexuality is a learned thing from Western cultures. Meanwhile, Sodom and Gomorrah were full of men who were trying to sodomize angels, and they were in a Middle Eastern country. But sure, let's go ahead and say that it was a Western learned behavior when the West wasn't really all that organized at the time to influence the East in such a way. And not to mention that most of the world's gay porn is watched in anti-gay Muslim and African countries. But it's totally a Western thing. Then we have Nigeria, the kidnapping, oil-rich, poverty-stricken, hunger-possessing, economically hurting, government corruption-laden, Muslim-controlled North under Sharia law, Christian-murdering, rolling blackouts West African country that hates gay people enough to pass a law against them today. President Goodluck Jonathan quietly signed a new law that took effect today that bans gay clubs, gay marriage, gay social clubs, and gay people from even talking to each other. Some people have fled the country, but poor Nigerians are stuck having to live a lie or risk 14 years in jail, where I'm sure they'll be raped in prison or die there, to sadly few Nigerians' sadness. Pathetically heartless citizens of Nigeria overwhelmingly support this law by citing morality. And please think of the children. Won't someone please think of the children? But I guess they can enjoy their morality while their leadership pilfers any aid that the country receives and still can't keep the lights on, even though they are an oil-rich nation. In Christian and gay news, I blame American pastors for this. America is so influential in African affairs, especially with Christian outreach, and especially if you're white. When I was in Rwanda, I came this close to snapping on some rural Rwandans who ignored me and my fellow black mission team members and flocked to our white team members like they were giving out free money and a trip out of the country. So listening to these American pastors' crackpot theories that have now been debunked about gay people, these Africans chose to run with the data and started developing laws surrounding poor treatment of a minority group. Now, American pastors, I just want to say you have a lot to answer for before God when you meet him about treatment of gay people, especially in Africa, because you were influential in it. You know, the world used to blame Jews for everything wrong with it. Now we blame gay people. So who wants to get blamed next? Anyone? You? Immigrants? Anyone? American pastors had a hand in influencing public policy in these nations as they did their missionary outreach work and donated tons of money to these countries. They never seemed to bother with making sure that these people stayed prayed up and coached in a proper way of loving the least of these people who are gay people. World leaders always look for a scapegoat whenever there's economic hardship and sanction the scapegoat's persecution and eventual execution. Germany blamed the Jews. Turkey blamed the Armenians. Iraq blamed the Kurds. Rwandan Hutus in power blamed Rwandan Tutsis. And American conservative Christians blamed the gays. And now Africa is joining in with that last chorus. Governments sanction the persecution first, then they sanction the execution of this said minority group as a distraction from the country's other woes. A sad thing I've heard is that gay men and women are both looking for a parental figure of the same sex who emotionally abandoned them prior to the age of 2. However, because of puberty, this need becomes sexualized and perverted. So they look for someone of the same sex to provide the same emotional needs that the same-sex parent or same-sex influence didn't provide them when they were younger. Therefore, being gay is an immature response to looking for that need and getting it emotionally filled in a sexual way. Because of puberty, it gets twisted in a romantic desire. A Uganda man was telling a group of lawmakers in Uganda this very thing, but then those people decided to go craft a bill that would kill gay people. Now, granted, it's been reduced to life in prison, but again, why have the bill at all? And In what way is this law helping anything? We understand your plight, gay people. We understand your emotional need, but we just gonna kill you anyway. In closing, once again, this is Jamin with Keene Point of View, the best intersection of gay issues, politics, and Christianity ever. This week on the blog, KeenePointOfView.com. Go ahead and check it out. I wrote about, so far this week, West Virginia's water contamination problem and how that affects the Tea Party and conservative Americans' viewpoint of shutting down all these government agencies that do their best to protect us. And let's go ahead and just pray for the world's treatment of gay people, because it's becoming worse and worse. Conservative governments across the world are putting in provisions to greatly persecute gay people, and I'm afraid that it's going to lead to execution of them, because they feel that it's morally right on the gay thing to be right with God on this, and they'll be blessed. And I would like this persecution to stop before God proves them wrong with how wrong with him they are because they're not treating people right. Gay people really are the least of your issues when you can't keep your power on. So gay people might be in jail for 14 years, Nigeria, but is that going to keep your lights on? Is that going to keep you alive as a Christian in the north part of the country? Is that going to keep your starving child fed? I mean, let's get a grip, world. Thanks for watching. Take care.